everybody, it's Atlanta Rivers, and today this video is going to be about grandma recipes. So these two recipes come from my grandma. The one is actually from my great grandma, so it's one that I definitely want to hand down to like my kids, so that they can make it when they get older, and hopefully they pass it down to their kids. It's an old German recipe. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's called hot lettuce, but it's also called wilted lettuce. The other recipe is like kind of like an undone stuffed cabbage recipe. So instead of, rolling the cabbages and all that, this is just tossed into a casserole dish. So I hope you enjoy it. First, you want to cut up a head of lettuce and 1 onion and add it to a large mixing bowl. And then cook up some bacon, and don't forget to save your baking drippings. You'll need that later. While the bacon is cooking, go ahead and cook up potatoes for mashed potatoes. In a separate bowl, you're going to need 2 eggs, a half a cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of pure apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper to taste, and then you're just going to mix it all together and set off to the side. In a saucepan over medium heat, you want to add the bacon drippings and then your dressing, and you're just going to stir it and cook it until it thickens up, and then just pour it over your salad mix. And then mix it all together. Make up your mashed potatoes. And then to plate it, you put your mashed potatoes on the plate first. And then your hot lettuce over top. And that's it. Enjoy. Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out my other videos on my countryside cooking with Atlanta Rivers. First, you're going to want to cook up some ground beef. You can season it with salt and pepper and a little garlic powder if you like. Next, you're going to want to get some brown rice, and you just cook it to how the instructions tell you to. I did for 2 servings. While the rice and the ground beef is cooking, you're going to want to cut up a head of lettuce. This is usually how thin I slice up the cabbage. Once you get the cabbage cut up, you're just going to put it into a large mixing bowl. And I break the cabbage into pieces so it's easier to stir around. Once the ground beef is cooked, you're going to want to drain it and then add it to the cabbage. And then add your instant rice. You're going to want to add a 14.3 ounce can of tomato soup. You can use a smaller can if you like, but this one seems to work best. I like mine a little bit kind of saucier. And then you're going to add a can of tomato paste. You're going to want to add the whole entire can. Up next is a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And I make sure I use the apple cider vinegar for this recipe instead of the white. Then you're going to want to add a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. You're also going to want to add salt and pepper to taste. So once you've added all your ingredients, you're just going to get in there with your hands and mix it all together. I find that mixing it with your hands It's so much easier than trying to do it with a spoon. When you do it with your hands, you can seem to get it all mixed in perfectly even. Alright, so now you're going to want to get a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and I'm going to spray mine with Pam. And then all you're going to do is dump the whole thing in. Make sure you get it all out. And then I just smooth it out with my hands. Now I know this casserole doesn't look the greatest, but if you love stuffed cabbage rolls, you're definitely going to love this casserole. It has so much flavor in it. And now you're going to take aluminum foil and just cover the whole thing with it. And then you're going to want to put it in a preheated oven at 350 for an hour and a half. Alright, so it's been in the oven for an hour and a half, and I just pulled it out, and now I'm going to take the foil off. And there it is, my grandma's recipe for easy cabbage casserole. And for this, we just served it with a side of breadsticks.